We're gathered here today because in 1991, a boy named Max was diagnosed with leukemia at the age of 11, and instead of being consumed with death, had the courage to live his life positively. We are here because his mother Stephanie and his father Jonathan honored their son by setting up a foundation in his name, where students in the greater Boston area pen essays about their own courage.
As an English teacher, this has been one of the most impactful curriculums I've ever worked with. Using this curriculum allows everyone to explore a moment of courage in their life. The power of the curriculum is that our students get to read stories of courage with each other. They get to analyze and explore former and past fellows. And at the end, everyone has their true story to tell.
For me, it was actually, to be honest with you, I was actually reluctant to participate in the program. At the time, I was at that age where I didn't want everyone to know my story. Luckily, I had an amazing teacher, Mrs. Ward, I'll never forget her, who would not allow me to not participate. She made sure that my story was told.
I really appreciate the fact that there is an opportunity for students to get published and have their work recognized outside of the classroom. And the topic of courage is just a really powerful one to get students to reflect on what matters most.
Love the opportunity for students to recognize how much courage they really have in unusual situations, that it's not just braving the roller coaster.
It's like facing your pain and grief. Sometimes your goals that you're afraid to accomplish, people can be inspired by that action, and they might do the same thing in their life too.
I get to share my story and be an inspiration to anybody who can relate.
It was sort of a really illuminating thing because I felt like I wasn't necessarily alone in some of the things that I was personally experiencing.
More confidence to show people what I'm writing than being able to share out more about myself.
En ce moment, ce que j'aime sur ce MAXCourage, parce que ça encourage les autres enfants à bien travailler. Que si tu travailles ça, tu peux réussir, j'espère, dans la vie.
I received maybe, I would say 3 or 4 writing awards or academic achievement or recognition in some sense since then. And I really think that a lot of that just stems from the confidence I received from first receiving that award. And now today, just kind of doing what I do now for work, I feel like that was a big part of my foundation.
Well, in a certain way, it started my career. It kick-started my career. I started doing a lot of public speaking for the Jimmy Fund, for the Dana-Farber. I ended up catching the attention of the Boston Red Sox, and the rest is history, as they say.
I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to the Warburgs and MAXCourage for providing us with a springboard, a platform from which we can launch ourselves into the world with unwavering courage. Let us remember that our stories and our voices have the power to change hearts and minds, to challenge the status quo, and to build a more inclusive and compassionate world.
We can look forward to great things, and thanks to MAXCourage.